Hi everybody, it's Rachel from Wraps by Rachel, and this is, oops, as I bump my camera. So this is the third video of things that I bought while I was in North Carolina. The day that I was going home, I took my daughter to go to breakfast, and I noticed the place that she wanted to go for breakfast across the street was an antique store, and that's all great and everything. So we had breakfast, but she had to get back to school. She had to go to class. So I was like, I'm going to run you back to class, and then I'm going back and I'm going to hit this this really cute little store. And that is exactly what I did. And so I'm just going to show you some of the things that I bought. And I am going to start with these. And maybe I'll pull one out. So these are a bunch of paper ribbons. It's almost kind of like, I'm gonna pull this off here. It's almost like a raffia. It's a big, thick paper tape with paper ribbon with these really gorgeous sort of rustic little daisies on them. And I am actually going to be putting these on my Etsy shop because they're really quite cool. I tried looking these up, and I'm dating these kind of early to mid 80s. There's no actual number here that would help me date it any further. I'm just like going off of the name, and they actually, so High Point is where I was. These were actually produced in High Point itself, and in each one of these packs, there's either like five or six of these in the packs. So I'm actually going, and they are 6 yards each of these daisies. I mean, these will be absolutely gorgeous for borders, for journals, and or as belly bands, that sort of thing. So I'm going to be putting these on my Etsy shop. And so here is 6. Here's another 6. Here's another 6. Here, I bought them all. I bought them all. And this one's 6 also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 30 packs of these things, and that is pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to put these back in here. Not going to tell you how much I bought these for, but I will be selling probably these in packs of 2, I think, on my Etsy shop. So you'll have plenty to work with, and that is going to be going up on my shop soon. Let's put this over here, like to the side. Okay. So where I got all of this from, it is a new thrift store, thrift and antique shop, and they are at 200 East Chester Drive in High Point, North Carolina. They mostly were furniture. It was amazing how much furniture they had. They had a lot of jewelry and linens and things like that. And they were really, really very nice there. I had a lovely conversation with people. Okay. So these next 2 things, these are just gonna kind of be for me. They had quite a number of these also, of these vintage hair nets, and there's still the actual hair net that is inside of here. Not exactly sure. I'm gonna put this maybe in like the 50s perhaps. So this one is a light brown one, perfect net of human hair. I think this will make kind of an interesting little ephemera pocket. This one here is a bob size. This one looks a little bit more like it is from the 1940s. Guarantee, should you find this net imperfect before using it, return in this envelope. So this is also a double cap, and the cap is still inside of here as well. So just weird and interesting, and I'm loving the blues and just sort of this color scheme. So that's gonna go in some kind of weirdo journal for myself. Okay, these were $10 for this. It's not a complete set. It was a little bit more money than perhaps I wanted to spend. But look at the patina. Look at the aging on these cards. And it is for Dutch Laundry, Sanitone Services, Sartin Dry Cleaners, with this kind of interesting little windmill on it. And I couldn't pass this up. Okay, putting that to the side also. So the rest of what I got from there was all kinds of magazines, and I'm literally saving the best for last, but I got quite a number of these Birds and Blooms magazines. So these range from 2012 all the way up to 2014, and the pictures in here are just darling. I mean, look at this cute picture of this robin with the little berry in its mouth. There is all kind. I like that on the back of each is another little cute photo with a darling little quote. An interesting last chance gifts kind of card here. And just gonna kind of flip through. So there's all kinds of, I wouldn't necessarily call it vintage, but there's all kinds of cute little photos in here, and I'm just going to cut this up. So we have this one. Here's another one with nice little quote here on the back. I seem to like having things where the birds are kind of in action, like they've got the little nuts or whatever in their mouths. And here's another one. How pretty that is with the butterfly. A butterfly is a flying flower, the flower of a tethered butterfly. I love the colors on this one. Their little robin. Here's one where they're also talking about gardening, and here's a nice little kind of photo on the back. Just kind of flipping through here. Here's some very 80s looking pants, and lots of, go to a corn festival. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Who knew that in Reisterstown, Maryland, there was a corn roast festival? That's about an hour from where I live. So yeah, there's also, various things that are in here that are, here's another artichoke. You know how I feel about artichokes, my favorite vegetable. Another Birds and Blooms, another Birds and Blooms. Look at this gorgeous back there. Gorgeous tulips. And here's another Birds and Blooms with the tulips and gorgeous flower images and all of that. So this is a different magazine. It is Wild Bird magazine from 2012, and this also has a lot of advertising that's in it. It's sort of bird related. Super cute. Look at all the vintage binoculars. I'm gonna cut those out. There we go. Okay, so here, this is Christmas from 1993. Loving the vintage 1990s, 1980s looking hair. All kinds of things that are in here. And here is Family Circle from December 1978. And one of the things that really struck me was how thick. I mean, this is, once I cut this up, this is going to be perfect for doing my spine art. And I mean, even just kind of opening it up, I mean, look at that advertising there for the wash and the cigarette ads. I don't like hear so much about that. The man with the fried chicken. Oh, look at this. That is a very hilarious perfume ad, clothing ads. There's just all kinds of stuff in here. I mean, I'm gonna go crazy on this. This is just insane. Lowry's seasoned salt and the Mug O Lunch. I guess that's kind of like a ramen sort of ripoff. Look at that, the Disney. So lots and lots of stuff on here, and so there's that. Here's another family circle, not quite as old, but from 1981, and again, nice and thick, all kinds of goodies in here. And I am going to just, I will probably do this on camera. There's just so much goodness in here. Okay. All right. So here we have 19. This is super fat. I mean, look at how fat that is. It's like almost 3/4 of an inch there for that spine. 1977 Good Housekeeping, and it's a Christmas issue. So gonna be all kinds of good stuff that's in here. Just, oh my goodness. Wow, look at that. Portfolio of Christmas past. Some, vintage of the vintage going on there. All kinds of really great stuff in here. Here's another Good Housekeeping, also super chunky and fat, from 1983, also Christmas based issue. And I am loving this. Oh, look, here's Hanukkah to remember. Yeah, this is it's just fantastic. So let's put that to the side. Okay, this is, I'm looking for the year, 1999, Mary Englebright's Home Companion magazine, and I will be completely cutting this up. I love Mary Englebright. I love her style. Okay, here is a December 1992 Ladies Home Journal with a picture of very young Drew Barrymore from E.T. here on the cover, and this is also kind of a Christmassy one. Flipping that open. Gentlemen prefer Hanes. Wow. This is just fantastic. I am loving it. Okay. Here is another, here's Woman's Day. This is also nice and thick and chunky. And this is also a Christmassy one from December 1978. It's got a bunch of iron-ons in here. I'm hoping those are still in here. Maybe yes, maybe no. But here's a very bizarre Fruit of the Loom assorted pantyhose with the butt and leg parade there. They're not posting ads like that anymore. That's for darn sure. Oh, look at this vintage coupon. Get out. There's a little vintage coupon for 15 cents off of sugar cookies. That is amazing. Here's 20% off of Quaker cookie mix. I don't think they make that anymore. I haven't seen that in a long time. But yeah, it's just greatness. Oh yes. Here is the iron-ons with the little test strip there. This is fantastic. A lot of cigarette ads in here. Okay, so I bought a couple of these Arizona, let's see, Arizona Highways. This is from February 1959. A lot of various kinds of pictures in here. I don't particularly think of Arizona as a place to go fishing. This paper is a little bit brittle, so I'm gonna have to kind of cut this up kind of carefully. But I mean, look at this, the color saturation on this print. You know, some of it's black and white, some of it is in color, but this is just, it is just completely beautiful to me. And here's another one of the Arizona Highways, and I'm loving this this little windmill based pump, and it looks like this little young man here is perhaps skinny dipping in this vat of water. And well, I'll be jiggered. Here comes Christmas. Yeah. So this is just kind of a really beautiful find to me. And I am going to read this, and then I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to have a great time. So hopefully you enjoyed my, hi. Hopefully you enjoyed my little haul. I really enjoyed my trip down to North Carolina. Didn't really have quite as much time to do thrift and junk shopping, flea market, and antique stores. Spent a lot of time with my daughter, seeing her perform in Godspell, and having meals with her and hanging out with her, and that was great. You know, this isn't necessarily her thing to go to these kinds of stores, and I'm respectful of that. But I had a great time, and I got a whole bunch of stuff. The people that were here at this new antique store. So I had 20 of these different magazines, and they were selling them for $1 each. And the lady was like, you know what? You have 20 here, and I'm going to sell them all to you for $15. And I was like, wow, that's great, because I didn't even ask for a discount, but gonna take it, right? And so that just made it all even a better deal. And for these little playing cards here, which wasn't a complete set, but it was $10, I just kind of figured, you know, that we'll apply that $5 of a discount towards this, and then it was a much more reasonable price to me. So I'm going to post a link to when I put these paper ribbons on my Etsy shop. And if you enjoyed this video, hey, hit the likes, hit the thumbs up, please subscribe. And I'm interested to hear any impressions that you have about what I got. And have a great time with crafting. Keep your eyes open, and I will talk to you another time soon.